These nuts.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse equal opportunity chocolate factory here.
Is that a good one? Uh, a fucking Willy Wonka and a racially diverse. What did I say? Hold up.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse equal opportunity chocolate factory here.
There you go. The Equal Opportunity Chocolate Factory here. That's the point of where I'm at right now. That is the heat of what I'm editing. The new Yeezys look fire. Yeah, man. Look at this. They don't even have a. They don't even have a. These are like fake Sperry's. These are fake Sperry's that pretty much don't even have the Sperry logo on it. I think I got them in Sears for like 14 bucks, like probably 6 years ago. My Xiaomi made the front page of Reddit. Are you proud of me? You know what? Yeah, man. If you made it to the front page of Reddit without even doing any sort of nefarious work on your end, that's definitely commendable. So right now I'm editing tomorrow's video, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a live stream where my shoes are here. My shoes are here as I do a live stream, or as I edit rather. So you kind of see the process from behind the scenes.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka.
So you get to see what's going on here. Even though this is a process that I'm sure is exciting to absolutely no one. Do you think the Oompa Loompa job application included that they had to break out into songs every time a kid fucking Yeah, that's actually great, man. That's actually fucking great. Every single time one of those dumb fat fucking kids perished. Although that was the first time they ever opened up the factory, right? So I have to imagine that they didn't expect kids to perish because they didn't expect kids to be there to begin with. However, I do think that maybe somehow the Oompa Loompas actually they have to have some nefarious like Oompa Loompa grave because if those are the only ones in the planet in the universe of that movie, then where do they bury them? Unless they burn them, or maybe they repurpose them into chocolate. Yeah, there's some shady shit going on in that movie, TBH. But you know what? Right now I'm focusing on one thing, and that's Episcopalian Jews. Let me go back here. Let me add a little bit of a meme here.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add a little bit of a pitch. I'm gonna add a pitch shifter here. I've been watching a lot of TikTok compilations, so I feel like my epic meme game is on point. It's as sharp as a knife. So if I want to incorporate that into my edits, I want to incorporate the hot meme culture on my edits, but I feel like my age prevents me to do that. My age might be one of the reasons that prevents me to do that. I also saw a couple of videos on some nefarious pedos on TikTok. What's live chat here? So yeah, so that might be an issue. What's learn how to juggle? I know how to juggle, man. I don't think I'm about to learn how to juggle. That's pretty fucked. TBH. That's one step below mimes. You don't want to be a mime, man. Is this? Yeah, okay. I want to make sure this isn't frozen.
Equal opportunity chocolate factory.
Okay, so let's pitch that down. Actually, no, we're gonna put this up and then pitch it up.
Here.
There you go.
A diverse equal opportunity chocolate factory here.
Yeah, that's too fast though. You gotta pitch that down way lower, and then you gotta raise this shit so that it sounds like
diverse equal opportunity chocolate factory here.
There you go. Racially diverse, equal opportunity factory here. I feel like if you're watching this, you're pretty much gonna spoil tomorrow's video, but that's fine. I don't think that's. I don't think anything matters, to be honest. Also, my pigger might not spend, You might not spend Valentine's Day alone this year. Hey, that's what's up, man. Trying to get into the pants of a hopefully not underage, but yet of consenting age teenage youth. That's what it's about. That's what it definitely is about. I dropped a couple hot patron videos a day early. Yeah. That's the part that sucks. Again, I'm in the process of moving. As you can see right now, I'm not in. I can't even show a lot of the stuff here. But that's the backdrop for the videos. It's this fantastic office that I've been working out of for the past couple days. And hopefully tomorrow I should be able to have a little bit more information as to what's potentially going to happen with that. But it has been a fun process. Moving is never a fun fucking process. I've done it a couple times. But this one in particular seems to have been possibly the hardest. Possibly the hardest in terms of biggest pains in the
Guys,
asses that has come up.
Wonka and the racially diverse equal opportunity chocolate factor here.
There you go. That's what's up. But you know what I need to do here?
Hey guys,
I need to add the same color here. I need to add the same exact Lumetri color here. Cyberpunk 2. So it matches. There you go.
Willy Wonka and the racially diverse equal opportunity chocolate factor here with another video. Today in my new apartment hunt limbo.
See, look at that. I even mentioned it. I even mentioned that here. When do we get a Pigcake Mime Academy? When we have a sufficient. I don't think. I think I only know a couple people from Arizona that are fans of the cake. Next time I have to move, I decided that I'm just gonna burn all my possessions. Yeah, same with that, man. But it's more people. It's more people that I want to burn rather than actual possessions. I've actually thrown away a lot of stuff. I'm gonna throw away some more stuff just to be sure that I'm on that minimal tip. But it's still not a fun process, and I still want to be able to churn out and make content throughout this process, which is why I've been putting stuff on Patreon a little bit early, more early than usual. So that kind of indicates the progression of this week. I see
Equal
this.
opportunity chocolate factor here with another video. Today in my new apartment hunt limbo, I've been relegated to filming this video in this office. Honestly, I don't know how I got here, and I'm a little bit scared.
You know, this might be embarrassing now that I realize this. As I edit this, I cut a lot and I go through a process where in the video I might say some questionably racially charged words out of anger. And I really hope that in playing this video back, I don't say anything that ends up getting caught on the live stream. Let me see. What can I show here? I don't even know what I could show here without showing too much. Can I show this? Can I show that? No, I'm not gonna show that. I'm not gonna show that. That's gonna be for tomorrow. Are you still in Florida? Yeah, I'm still in the same city. It's just a matter of finding a place within this fucking godforsaken city. I did contemplate leaving just because I was just done with everything. So that's something that I was contemplating for a little bit there. But again, hopefully tomorrow I should have more of an idea as to what's potentially gonna happen with this whole goddamn situation.
Today in my new apartment hunt limbo, I've been relegated to filming this video in this office.
Oh, see, now I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to add some fucking B-roll of the actual office itself. But like an idiot, I didn't leave time for that. So I need to have a little bit of a Chris Ramsey cinematic video that people are gonna say, "Hey, why are you copying Ramsey? Why are you copying Ramsey and adding production value to your videos? You're not supposed to do that." Yo, Pig, I just got on. Are you out of your old spot yet? Yeah, I'm out of the old spot, but I'm still, it's the limbo. It's a limbo process. Go on, Piggy. We promise we won't call the police. Whatever you say while editing. Although we might record Penn and Teller in Orlando on Saturday. That's weird. That's weird. It's rare that they go and they leave Vegas, right? I know they've been there for potentially years now. When did I shoot this shit, man? I shot some fucking. That's kind of weird. I shot some B-roll of this place, and for some reason, I don't see where that's saved. As far as the editing process, oh, now I remember. See, this is the hot, sweet B-roll. The editing process for me, I think, is not super exciting, but it's still something that you kind of have to do if you're gonna make videos. I like the planning phase, so scripting stuff whenever it needs to be scripted. Although I don't script a lot when it comes to videos. Usually it's just a couple things here and there. I don't script the entirety of it. Maybe if I find something funny, I'll just put a little bit of a tidbit, like a little bit of a joke. So I might, for example, say the intro. So I might write Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and a richly diverse chocolate factory. I might write that down. I might write down a particular country I want to make fun of. So if I mention something about a country, I would know, and I wouldn't have to think about countries. So, can we get a headphone warnings for this video? Should I? Should I? Press F if I should put a headphone warning. Actually, no, hit the like button. Let's trick YouTube into thinking the stream is more popping than it actually is. So yeah, hit that if I should put a headphone warning in this video for tomorrow. Let's see if this actually takes place. No, you gotta not press F. You gotta hit the like button. That's the way it works. So I could trick YouTube into thinking that it works. Now the question is, which headphone warning? Because what I could do is that I have this little bit of B-roll of this place that I could add. So I'm gonna add just little snippets of this. I gotta find some royalty-free YouTube music to add to the shit, so that I could potentially do that, and then at the end I'll do a headphone warning. I'll do a headphone warning. So that's the way I'm gonna go about this shit. I'm gonna do the headphone warning after the cinematic sequence, where I do some nice pans of this fucking office. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. So people aren't gonna think, oh, they're not gonna think, oh, you know what? Pigcake hasn't done a headphone warning in a while. I'm gonna get away with this shit. No, nah, dude. I really hope everyone has their speakers on to like 12. Let's see if I can do this. This is great, by the way. This one. How's that one? Got him. That's a phenomenal one. I need to find like some royalty-free music to do this. Maybe this one. No, that's too happy. That's too happy. I gotta do something that's like, kind of mysterious. I also don't have internet on this, so I can't really look for. That's gonna be. I'm gonna have to use what I have, which is kind of a shame. That's too much. I think that's too much, and I obviously can't use anything that's fucking copyright. Leaf Hicks says, "What's up, Pigcake? What's up, man? Just editing here. Just editing as I do a little bit of a hot live stream." And are you gonna solve puzzles? Cause puzzles are so. Has anyone ever questioned your? Never mind. Let me see if I can find something here. This one maybe. Yeah, I'll do that one. Even though it's kind of like a very dark, like somber tone, I feel like it might work out. Especially if I put a little bit of a dip to blacken this bitch. Let me dip to black. That's dank. That's fucking dank, boy. How'd you get my grandfather's old shoes? What's the verdict on boating shoes, on like ferries? I'm a fan of Sperry's, but I've heard that they're bobos. I got some Vans recently because I'm trying to be youthful. They're probably over here somewhere, but yeah, these I don't know. I find like if I'm gonna go somewhere, usually it's gonna be wearing Sperry's, some sort of fake Sperry shoes. Okay, so then that's gonna cut off into this next little piece of hot fucking B-roll. Of course, I shot B-roll like I'm actually retarded. Ryan Tafoya. There you go. That's a fuck name, dude. Where'd that name come from? Is that like of Greek origin? That sounds like some nefarious pillaging came together after generations of Tafoyas in a Viking village to come up with a name like that. Okay, so I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna come here with this nice little. But what I hate is that you can't chop to it, man. You can't chop to this. Like the next cut has to be here. Like that's one, and then the next cut has to be here. Yeah, I have to change that. I need something that's like kind of like rapid because I have a series of small shots, and then I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't want to do it that way. As a matter of fact, let me get some water here. I don't know. Hopefully you can't see. Yeah, you can see that, but you can't see much. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh, nice. Okay, there you go. Wouldn't that be great if this is a significantly wide angle lens? Yeah, I'm editing, and there's a live stream while I edit. Lindsay, what's up, man? Fake Lindsay, if that's a real name, which is not. So yeah, so I'm getting some Crystal Light strawberry lemonade. If you ever wanted to end your existence. Used by September 16th, 2018. That's fucking. Alright, how about this one? Used by. Okay, this one's good. This is good. This is 10. This is one of these bitches. Used by June of this year. Swear to God. But we aren't allowed to see the screen. No, but you are going to hear it. You are going to hear it. I see, look, this is just a little bit of the intro for tomorrow.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse
Equal Opportunity Chocolate Factor here.
See that? That's the intro. It's a little bit of a tidbit. But here, now I got to find some audio that I could use for this particular edit, which I think is going to be interesting. Let me chop it up here. Actually, let me put this here. Also, look at that. I've used this to bits, man. I've used this to bits. So that kind of shows you the state of that. Coming out of Florida in 2 weeks to Magic for food. Where should I set up my cardboard sign? Outside of Publix. If that's a callback to that Gentleman Wake video. Outside of a Publix near Target and Best Buy. If that's a little bit of an indicator as to where we shot that. So I gotta find another track here. You know, it's great though. I insert this bit every once in a while called Battle Agony Moans, right? Like, I'm gonna play it. Right? I don't know if you can hear it. Right? I play that from time to time, and it sounds like porn. It sounds like porn. When you have it in the background of something, it sounds like porn, especially when it gets to the moaning one, like the female moaning. Like that, it sounds like porn. So I put that in some of the background of the videos. A little bit of a tidbit for you guys to look out for. That's just a little bit of a retardation nation that I do. OG Piggy sounds. You already know, man. What sucks is that all these songs are like not are copyrighted songs. So I have some stuff here. It's dope. Let me see this. How's the moving I should put the title. I should put in the title how the moving process is going. So the way it's going, that like if you ever, man, how can I even compare it to something? Have you ever gotten your dick stuck in your zipper, Stefan? I'm sure that's an issue that you've had because of your because of you know why. But if you ever gotten your penis stuck in your zipper, that's comparable to the process that I've had moving. That's comparable. I only have Christmas songs, man. How about this one? Let's see if this one works. Nope. Maybe this one. You know what? Yeah, that works because it's a bunch of like Buddhas and shit. It's a bunch of Buddhas and a bunch of other stuff. Stop! I'm getting PTSD. Face reveal, and the yeah, you're right. Right here, there's a little piece of shiny metal. You know, I was actually worried for a long time that you could see the reflection. You could kind of see a little bit of that. You could kind of see. Right now, I'm trying to show my face here, in the ring. I'm trying to put it so you can see my face. If you did that, then you're an absolute legend. Um, what's it say here? What's it say? It says, "I love your tutorial." It says Shadow Cat Yoda Cat. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You moved already? No, I haven't moved already. Actually, I'm in the limbo process right now. I've been in an office for the past couple days. That's not mine. You see, it's weird. Fucking, there's some weird Buddhas here, and shit like that. So that is until hopefully tomorrow I could figure that out. Tomorrow I could figure that out. I'll see. But it's been a fun process. The way I compared it again was getting your penis stuck in a zipper. It's been a definitely it's been a learning process. And the worst part is not the first time I do this. This is probably the third or fourth time I've moved locations, but this one has been probably the worst pain in the ass. Mm. Oh shit! It tastes like shit, to be honest. And how much is this? This is not even. Yeah, this has nothing in it. The only thing this has is sugar. Oh no, it doesn't even have sugar. All right, thankfully. Uh, Samwise Gamgee. The latest tutorial, steel and palm, very nice. Yeah, that was a fun one. Let me see if I have some cards around that I could kind of do a little bit of that. But that one in particular, Catch for Life. Damn, see that's why. That's where we're gonna have a disagreement, man. We're gonna have a disagreement because I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. Let me see if I could raise this up without showing a lot. But we'll do this. That steel in particular is a fun one because it's just one of these, right? So what's good about that is again you could just, produce it this way, or you can pretty much just go anywhere with that palm. So the palm itself is less of a tenkai. Tenkai is more of one of these. It's more of a rear palm. You see that? Sorry that the lights are going crazy. It's just that it's trying to find the exposure. But what I like about it is just this angle. This angle is such a nice little thing. So if you want to do that Leonard Green bit where he steals a card and then he just produces it that way, it's very very easy to do with this particular move because you already have the card stolen. And the fact that you're moving both your hands in this sort of way really hides the steal very very well. That kind of movement is also something that I've seen done by Apollo Robbins. Apollo Robbins is what do you call this? This very well known sort of theft magician, for lack of a better term. But he's a very well known magician in terms of stealing watches and one of those types of magician, pickpockets. And he kind of I've seen him do that movement before, but this is done as a steal. Okay, so this works out better. This is actually pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually pretty awful. Okay. Yeah, this is oh shit, man. This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably gonna be the worst one. You know what I love though? I love the stabilization that I have holding a goddamn camera. Because I'm looking at these shots now and I'm like, okay, so I took this little bit of B-roll earlier. It looks nice. And then and then all my shots are pretty much as shaky. I'm trying to do my best Michael J. Fox. Okay, that's cool. That looks cool. Out of focus, in focus. That works. Okay. So then I'm cutting between various dolls of Asian origin. Okay, there you go. That's dank. Dank memes. And then I'm gonna end it with a. I'm gonna end it with a headphone warning, just to throw it back, just to throw it back to you guys here. I got a corn shell for $0.50, and I'm doing Roth's corn across, and it's really good. Well, Roth is he doesn't use a shell, does he? I think Roth, he or at least Wing Silver, that routine, he doesn't use a shell. I think if I remember correctly, he just uses 5 points. Mm. Very dope. A very dope routine. Past tutorial, I've done one. I took it out and I'm gonna replace it with a better one. Um, my dad called. Oh, okay, hold up. Let me. Okay, so past tutorial, I've done one and I'm gonna reshoot it. Do you think card magic is more popular than coin magic? If so, theory on why. Well, the thing about card magic is that there's such a span of different things you could do with cards, and it's just easily accessible. So when it comes to people with cards, you could do cardistry, you could do mentalism with cards, you could do regular close-up magic with cards. You could do so much stuff with cards that really is just a wider span than coin work. Coin work, it's really a very limited amount of things that you could do. Yeah, you could do vanishes. Yeah, you could do transpositions, but just the scope of things you could do with cards, and it already has a huge history. Already has kind of cards have a huge history. Not to say that coins don't have a history. I think as soon as coins were invented, people were doing fucking tricks with coins, but at the same time, dude, his coins across uses a shell. Okay, then I gotta check it out. I should check it out because the thing is that yeah, so coin magic in terms of its like history, again, it's pretty much the invention of coins. People were doing little tricks with coins. Same thing with cards. The instant that people committed to printing these, which by the way, back in the day, these were very hard to come across, and back in the day, I mean early on because printing was a little bit of a hassle. So cards were pretty much only relegated to nobility. But coin magic is still, I don't know, it's missing the it factor. It's kind of missing that it factor that cards have. You should do a coin magic history set on Patreon. Yeah, for sure. I already kind of have a little bit of early history, early card stuff. I need to go back to that because that's fun stuff. Little history of that. I know that some people enjoy just learning about the history of mystery. Let me see. There's another one here. His coins across uses a shell. How do you think I'm doing it? Winged silver is a trick called winged silver. Because if that's the case, then I think that one doesn't use coins. I mean a shell. It definitely uses coins. Do you like baseball? Also related. So you like shitty cards? I do like baseball. I unfortunately the team in my city sucks major balls. I've gone to a lot of games, but the thing is that I don't know. It's like an endeavor to go to a baseball game because you got to go. It's gonna be a lot of just chilling. So it's something you got to do with the right crowd. But I do appreciate baseball. I like football more than anything though. I'm more of a fan of football. Football, UFC, wrestling if you want to count it that. Even though some people don't count wrestling as an actual sport. This is awful. This is awful. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, let's go here. Could I not have a stable shot for fucking 2 seconds? Of course not. Of course I can't have a stable shot. You know what I could do though? I could do warp stabilizer on this bitch. You already know, dude. Stabilize that. I ain't got no time. All right. Will I ever hang out with patrons? I was talking to my friend UME. His name's not UME. It's Danny. But he does he has his own magic shop that I've recommended a lot. He does his own thing. United Magicians Emporium. He's a wonderful guy, and we were talking about a couple projects that we're working on together, and the possibility of doing a piggy pop up. So that's something that I would definitely be interested in, and something that I gotta work on in terms of finding a venue and finding a good time and place to do it. Mm. As far as that, yeah, of course I'd be inclined to do that, but I have to figure out the logistics of that. I do want to hit up New York sometime this year. By the way, now that you mention New York, is one of the best decisions I've ever made on the magic tip. On the magic tip, not the life tip. The life, it's like if you look at a diagram. It's like for your magic, it does this, right? But for your life, it's you look at the graph of your life, and it starts here and it comes down. That's the way it works. It's like one of those graphs CNN or Fox News shows you. Name your favorite sport and name your favorite athlete. Uh, you know what? Favorite sport? I'm still gonna have to say wrestling. Wrestling is my favorite sport. And favorite athlete? I'm gonna say Michael Vick. Michael Vick is my favorite athlete. Oh, that did some work, boy. That warp stabilizer put in some hard work, son. I'm gonna put that on both shots. Hello? Damn, son. Wrestling. You could always stay at my house that I just broke. Oh, that's phenomenal. I plan to visit that magic shop while I'm in Florida. There are none here. There are none here, dude. There are none here, dog. In terms of magic shops in Florida, there's one. I mean, in terms down here, there's one in a place called Bayside, but that's a very touristy sort of magic store. It's not really one that you would go to if you're, any sort of serious magician. And then they had a magic store here for years that was popular in the 90s, and I would say even some part of the 80s, called Casa de los Trucos. I'm not going to say that with the right accent, but they had a wonderful magic section that was huge. They had pretty much an entire wall dedicated to magic tricks and Tenyo stuff. And then now they've reduced it to one single cabinet. One single cabinet. And inside of that cabinet is just pranks, pretty much. It's not even magic. I heard that fist hit the face when you said Michael Vick. Yeah, I was doing this, which is international sign down here for damn girl. Yeah, girl. That's what that means down here. St. Augustine, Florida, has an okay magic shop. That's hot. You got Tannins. Yeah, Tannins is wonderful. I got my wallet in Tannins. I got my wallet in Tannins Magic Shop. The Hip Pocket Mullica wallet right here. I got that in Tannins. That was a fun thing. Phantasma's also great. Oh, snap. Damn, dude, that warp stabilizer put in so much work. I was here shaking like a motherfucker, and this thing made it look pristine, boy. So now I'm just looking for some other potential shots here. Okay, so we're gonna cut to this. We're gonna add this here. Let me tell you, my camera handling skills are pretty, pretty horrendous, man. What's your number one and favorite? Okay, I skipped a bunch of stuff here. Sorry. Best card tricks for high school? Any man. But just know that people are pricks. Students are pricks. In the best way. Students are pricks in the best way possible. What's your number one impromptu card trick? Back in Time by Jay Sankey. Back in Time by Jay Sankey is definitely the number one impromptu card trick. Tomorrow, actually, for this video that I'm editing right now, is going to be a very nice, fairly impromptu sort of thing using a Hindu shuffle and making a card apparently disappear from the deck. It's kind of a dope thing. A good cardistry DVD called How to Alienate People You Want to Impress in 3 Easy Steps. Yeah, just pretty much take out your cards. Take out your cardistry cards. Right? That's the first step. Take out your cardistry cards and go, hey, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Here we go. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. You're doing this thing. I can't do it because the space here is limited, but I'm doing this thing, right? What else? What else do they do? Just that. It's a combination of that pretty much. But I don't understand how you could hold any sort of attention for more than 30 seconds doing cardistry. Best trick for impressing pretty girls. I think in the 90s they used to sell chloroform available in like Eckerd drugs. They used to sell like chloroform and things like that. No, 80s. Sorry, 80s. They used to sell things like chloroform. So whatever trick incorporates the use of chloroform, whether that's maybe in a penetrating handkerchief trick, You know, you could do cards through handkerchief, and just soak it in ether, and then at the end of the trick, you get them with that. That's the only way you really get their undivided attention, if you know what I mean. Um, Undivided. Oh my goodness. This is awful. Okay, let me mute this. And let me just check the shot out. I was trying to be cinematic here and play with the focus, and instead all it did was introduce shake into this motherfucker harder than anything I've ever seen before. That's what I get for trying to be cinematic, dude. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna be another warp stabilizer on this bitch. When's the next Gentleman Wake collab? The instant I find a place that's legit and I deal with this whole dumb situation and moving. He was texting me today about meeting up and working on some projects that we're gonna work on, which is gonna be some fun stuff. But unfortunately, this kind of set me back a lot in more ways than none. So hopefully, pretty soon, man. Let me see if I can do this. Oh snap! Okay, one more shot and then headphone warning. I'm gonna do one more shot of I don't know if I have one more here. Yeah. Oh, I have. Yeah, it's very nefarious. Sort of. I think this is this almost might be blackface. Honestly, this looks a little bit blackface. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna end it there and then do let me put a warp stabilizer on this. And let's see. Tell the gentleman awake to let you crash and the gentleman crash. That was funny. You know, yeah. Well, gentleman Wake, he lives pretty far, man. Before he lived far. Now he lives even further down, from where I'm at or where I was before. It was always kind of a pain in the butt because he lived in a further area, and we always kind of had to meet up in the middle. Now he lives pretty much in a different city, so that's kind of sucks. But we're still gonna kind of meet up and work on some videos, which are pretty much gonna be fun and a continuation of the effect. We effectively lost 6 viewers in under 2 minutes. Yeah, man, that's the. You know what? I think it's if I had different shoes, if I had different shoes here, and that might be different. Next time I need to invest in Yeezys. Okay, yeah, and then after that, I'm gonna bring back this right here. So let me go to video graphics. Let's go to video graphics. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that one. I think that's the one I'm gonna do. I feel like the gentleman awake is someone who welcomes another contestant in his bed. Another contestant in his bedroom. That sounds that sounds like who's the latest guy? That sounds Bryan Singer as fuck, man. That sounds Bryan Singer as fuck. That's okay, so I need to cut in here. Add here. Okay. There you go. Oh snap! And that has the last frame of that headphone warning is the last frame is my old table, which I decimated. I fucking wrecked through that. I'm almost used to like hearing that and then hearing a deck drop on the table. That's what I'm used to. A quick sponsor my merch. I do sponsor my merch here. I do sponsor my merch coming up in this particular video. I always have to remind myself, I'm like, hey man, share your shit, dog.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse.
Equal opportunity chocolate factor here.
Oh snap! Yeah, that's a throwback.
Hey guys.
All right, let's cut up here so it's instant.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse
Equal Opportunity Chocolate Factor here.
with another video.
You know what I just realized? If for some odd reason, if I am I the jerks, Mike Sant man, damn Santillana. That's a fucking mouthful, man. That's a good thing though. You want to be a mouthful. Am I the jerks? I've recently been put to the jerks, and I wish I was the jerks. That guy's way funnier than I am, man. Honestly, that dude is way funnier than I am. So reading his stuff is is kind of nuts. Mm. Oh my god, Jesus, this tent tastes like shit. But yeah, I wish I was the jerks. You could do that David Blaine transfer for blank card and then have a girl write the number of the blank card and then end up in your hand. Can you be booked as a walk around magician for weddings and stuff? If not, have you ever been a live performing magician? Live in the amateur sense, yeah, never professional. Live in the amateur sense, just performing or doing whatever, but never professional, man. That's never been something I've done. But as far as if the opportunity arose, maybe just the not the experience, because it's obviously gonna be just different venues. It's just gonna be performing, but in a different venue. That's kind of what it is. But just for the maybe to test new stuff. Maybe to test new stuff. That might be something. Why are you sadly my favorite YouTuber? That's not a sadly thing, man. That's not sadly. Sadly is if you, for example, consider. Let me see. Who could be your favorite YouTuber? If anyone with the word phase is one of your favorite YouTubers, then you definitely need help. Okay.
Hey guys, Willy Wonka and the racially diverse
Equal Opportunity Chocolate Factor here.
with
I was gonna
another
say that it would suck if somehow the when I see you again gets hit
video.
by like a copyright, even though it's altered to shit.
Today in my new apartment hunt limbo, I've been relegated to filming this video in this office. Um, Honestly, I don't know how I got here, and I'm a little bit scared. If you're scared too, you should check out my merch. Look fresh and
Okay. See that's the shill portion. Let me see what I can add here.
I'm a little bit scared.
Okay, so let me. I got a graphics template here that I could use, or that I do use with this hot merch. That's so dumb. Honestly, it's embarrassing seeing this process from the back. Now that I realize it, this is kind of embarrassing. That you kind of see the behind the scenes of this cancer that I do. And I don't have a picture of that. Okay. You know what? Let's do it this way. Yeah, let's go to templates. And let's do it like this. Alright. I'm gonna add that cowbell that I've been using for the past 2 fucking years. Cartoon cowbell, where is it?
If you're scared too, you should check out my merch.
Okay, I gotta do this. What's going on? Shilling my patron here. Hi, boy. It's been a while. Finally catch you on a live stream. Cheers from the land of the hookers and weed. GG. Where's that? Where's the land of the weed and the hookers? I thought that was here, man. I thought that was the states. I thought that would be the states. Hey, Piggy. Love the tutorials. It's currently minus 20 here. Yeah, dude. Here it's freezing. Here it's freezing. It's minus. No, here it's freezing. It's 70. It's 70 degrees here, bro. It's so cold. I love that colder than anything colder than maybe I want to say 75, and people start taking out their rain boots, and people start taking out their jackets, and then they start dressing with the Gore-Tex. It's really kind of hysterical. Richard. With the tag shoes while I edit. I had to find out what's going on. Well, it's shoes, and then I'm currently in the editing process for tomorrow's video. So let me go hashtag merch. So this is that's the heat here, and I realize the inefficiency of editing, uh, editing and what do you call this? Editing and doing a live stream. I realize that it's the distraction is real. But you know, it's an interesting thing. I know that I wanted to do this with when I could do a live stream on this computer, but it's been giving me issues when I live stream. So I'm relegated to using this bit right here. This bit. Let me see. I'm in New York, so yeah, it's cold. Yeah, you know, I've seen everywhere else but here. It seems to be very, very, very cold. Oh, the Netherlands. I still rewatched the Christmas special from 2 years ago.
It's still.
Damn,
If
dude,
you're
that's a
still, you should
throwback.
check out my merch. Look fresh and support the channel. The link is in the description, or you can even look under the video. They should have like a little tag.
Okay,
Support the channel.
I'm gonna zoom into my crotch here. That's the hard editing that goes into this. Me zooming in right now to my penis. Let me see if I can do this. See.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in right there. Do a nice little zoom in mean, as the kids like to say. Zoom in.
channel.
Okay, there you go. Save that. How can I do the David Blaine transpo with blank cards? What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? What do you mean, David Blaine transpo? Did you watch the Rumble? Yeah, I watched the entirety of the Rumble, even though the whole pay per view started at 5. Hello? Why the fuck would you start a pay per view at 5 in the afternoon? Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised throughout the entirety of it. I'm up in the Appalachian and it's not freezing yet. It's on the cold side. Damn. Is that just vacay or is that where you're living, Richard?
The link is in the.
You know, I love when I zoom in on one particular video and somehow it decides to jump to the next one, and then the entire video is zoomed in.
The channel. The link is in the description.
I like, by the way, I've only edited
Or
about
you can even look
50
under the video.
seconds.
They should have,
50
like, a little
seconds of
tag
video.
on that,
It is.
where you can click and buy this hoodie and or other Pigcake merch. Pigcake hat coming soon.
Look at that. It's funny the difference of YouTube in the past year and YouTube in I want to say like in the early 2010s. It's actually really really funny that YouTube has pretty much converted itself into pretty much having to show your shit in order to be able to do anything on this platform. Let me cartoon cowboy this puppy.
Pigcake.
Okay, there you go. Greetings from Minnesota, says Steve-O. Damn. Yeah, that's even worse. I had an uncle that lived in Minnesota, and he would always tell me on, pretty much the only thing that there is to do in Minnesota, which is freeze your actual balls off. Freeze your actual balls off. After 45 minutes of stream, couldn't we have a low angle shot of the shoes? I mean, it would add to the production. You know what? I'll do, maybe I'll change the angle here. Look at that, man. These are pretty much like, these aren't even shoes, honestly. These are, these are like, hey, I'm gonna get groceries, and I don't want to put on other shoes. So I'm just gonna slap on these puppies. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty much what these are. These aren't actual shoes. And I wouldn't wear this in a social situation, but getting groceries, doing stuff. Have pig cake? Have you ever had pig cake? I've had well, here pork is pretty much mandatory in the diet. It's definitely mandatory. So pork is something that you can almost eat on a regular basis. Every sort of Latin American restaurant has some form of pork, and even Christmas you're eating pork. That's pretty much what you're eating. And then combined with cake, I don't think I've ever had a pig pastry. I don't know if they exist. Obviously, pig cakes don't exist unless you're talking about pigs. I mean, cakes in the shapes of pigs. Obviously, those exist. But I'm saying like an actual pig cake is kind of like an oxymoron, you know. So you could definitely get like what do they call this? They have like pastelitos. With it's called what's it called, man? It starts. It's not. I'm gonna say the word like a gringo. But it's the word is chorizo. I didn't say it like a gringo. I'm gonna saying it the right way. But it's pretty much pork and it's in a pastry, right? Oh, you already met somebody, Dan. You already mentioned it. But yeah, but um, it's like what do you call this, man? It's like a pastry, sort of little thing, sweet with pork inside of it. But that's not a pig cake, you know. That's kind of like a pig biscuit, I guess. Yeah, pig empanada. Uh, let's see. Chorizo is sausage, but yeah, it's different types of meat. It's different types of meat that you add there. I think I've had a chorizo with other sort of like meats inside. My mom, male human. My mom gay. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. My mom gay. Highly recommend Tempest from Illusionist. Tempest is who? Who came out with Tempest? I know I saw that recently.
Hat, Pigcake hat coming soon.
Okay, and here I did an awkward pause.
That that's right. I'm my own sponsor.
Okay, here.
That
Okay.
that's right. I'm my own sponsor.
Okay, there's like a weird sort of little pause here that I don't like.
Coming soon. Coming soon. That's right. I'm
Yeah, I don't like that little pause.
soon. That's right. I'm my own sponsor because I don't need a man in my life.
I don't know what that even means. I don't know why I thought of that.
Sponsor.
Why is that funny? Like that's not funny. That's not funny, dude.
That's right. I'm my own sponsor because
'Cause I
I
don't need
don't need a man in my life.
How's that funny? Could somebody explain to me how that's funny? Like I thought that that would be more. Like I thought that that would be. I'm gonna add this joke about it. Oh, okay. Lloyd Barnes. I guess I saw that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I got the other one a couple months ago. I would say almost a year ago. The calculator one. I haven't used it once. But the Tempest one, I just find the justification a little bit odd. Like I'm just gonna take out the clock because you could kind of like come up with a random number here. I could kind of figure out your number if I were to guess, but here nobody could figure it out. All right, do it on my phone then, buddy. You know, like I feel like I would even me as a just thinking of different scenarios and just the justification would be a little bit iffy. At least for me, you know, for other people they might be able to get away with it, but I wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Oh my goodness. Piggy, I have your bell. What can I get for free? And it's funny because homosexuality is a joke. Am I right? Said Bumbo Enobi. Thank you for that. Now I feel like this video is definitely gonna get. I was hearing about some like horror stories, man, about YouTubers and them getting strikes. I saw it on the front page of Reddit today that somebody got their channel striked, and pretty much they were holding their channel ransom. Definitely, definitely kind of odd territory, especially with the way their copyright system is going.
Because I don't need a man in my life. Anyways, today I'm going to show you guys an interesting trick using an old force that'll hopefully inspire you not only to finally shower, but also go out there and do some magic.
See, that's funny.
Not only to finally shower, it'll hopefully inspire you.
And here's the what just happened. I know I got 12 different emails at the same time. Uh, see, I like that. I like that one. Making fun of that. But are you the real Lex? The real Lex? Void Hus. Lex? Am I killing your name, dude? Am I killing that name, man? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm definitely missing that name. I feel like I'm definitely butchering that name. How do you pronounce that name, man? They have gingerbread shaped pig here. at the Mexican bakery. That makes sense. They have I'm pretty sure they have some cat if you look up hard enough in Mexican bakeries. They have some form of gato.
Not only the
Oh, do you have gato frito? Yeah.
not only the funny shower.
Okay, see, that's funny. Anytime I get to say and mention to magicians that they should shower. But see, the funny part here is that I'm going to add a graphic saying to subscribe to me. So while I'm saying, I'm implying that you're a magician watching this video and you don't shower,
You. Not only the funny shower.
but I'm going to have a graphic on the screen saying to remind you to subscribe to the channel. That's the fun, bombastic sort of comedy that I that I do on this channel. I don't know why that didn't. Let me do this, this, and this, and let me add inner strokes to that. There you go.
Hopefully inspire you not only to finally shower, but also go out there and do some magic. I want to hurt myself.
Oh, okay. See, that's audio. That's audio that I'm gonna use. So now you see a little bit of the behind the scenes Pigcake editing process here. See, I'm gonna use that audio of me saying I want to hurt myself.
Do some magic.
Like, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, hold up. I don't like this. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here.
I want to hurt.
That's not funny. No. I wish I timed it better. See, if I was a better comedian, I would understand comic timing.
Magic.
But instead, also there's people talking in the background. Now that I'm hearing this audio track, I'm hearing people talking in the background. PC, no more Minecraft? Are you still a mal watching? Yeah, I definitely need to go back on that, man. I need to go back on that. I can't believe I have a 7-hour video of me playing Minecraft. I forgot who pointed that out, but I think it was top notch.
Some magic.
I didn't believe
want
it.
to hurt myself.
Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of a reverb on that. So I'm gonna put a reverb on this. We'll do vocal medium one.
I want to hurt myself.
Okay, see, there you go.
Also go out there and do some magic. I want to hurt myself.
See, that's funny. Okay, that's funny.
I want to hurt myself. So let's stop the rattle and get right into the saddle.
There you go. See, that's comedy. That's comedy. It's been no way. Okay, thank God. It's only been I thought this entire intro was 3 minutes. I'm like, nobody's gonna sit through a 3-minute intro, you dumb pig. You shuffled you shuffled cards for 4 hours. Did I do that? I thought that was an hour that I mixed cards up for, like just an hour mixing them up, not saying a word. If I did that for 4 hours, then I really don't have a life. And I really don't have any sort of dumb any way to market myself. Like I'm not intelligent when it comes to marketing, because I should have maybe made that into like a little bit of a thing as opposed to just doing it randomly.
Stop the rattle and get right into the saddle.
Okay. So now I'm gonna add this another video. Let me do this one. Okay, so which one is the one? I think this one. This is gonna be fun. I think I fuck it up here.
Actually,
Oh fuck, yeah, this one I mess up about 20 times. Let me see, this one in particular. I hope.
including one.
Yeah, it's very awkward because there were people next to me, so I didn't want to say anything nefarious. So let's see how this comes up.
So I brought together a racially diverse group of who's who in terms of funny characters and part,
Oh shit. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
including
Okay.
including one. So I brought together.
Okay. I think this is gonna work out here. This is bad. This one's bad, man. This is gonna be bad. By the way, Pigcake, do you remember that I introduced you to the gentleman Wake? I guess it was like 7 months ago. You're so surprised that he was living near you. Yeah, man, I recognize that target. I recognize that target anywhere. I'm like, this dude, and that accent, dude said literally, like, nobody I've ever heard. He said literally, and I'm like, I know where that guy's from. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, dude.
So I brought together a culturally diverse who's who and, and racially sensitive crew of people to watch this particular trick.
Okay. See, that works. So now I just gotta transition this bitch. Make a nice little bit of a transition meme.
Saddle. So I brought together.
Okay. Let's do it this way. This is the fun part about this, man. I think the longest
Saddle.
part is the planning.
So I,
Is the planning part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me cut that there. Cut this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me add this transition. These nuts. But yeah, the hardest part is planning these videos. So coming up with ideas, things like that. Just maybe the scripting aspect. That's the part that takes the longest. The shooting part depends on the actual video. I definitely want to get into some more complicated videos about maybe doing some stuff at different venues. I do have a couple reviews coming up that I have to go and find locations, so that's going to be exciting. But then I think the the planning part is at least the part to me that seems like to be the part that takes the longest. Now I gotta find a whoosh. Let me see. I think this is the Peter McKinnon pack.
so
Yep, 100%. That is the fucking Peter McKinnon stupid whoosh pack. Let's see.
so I brought.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be
So,
in, and this is gonna be out. Let me render that bitch. Let me see some comments here. What's the magic touch for the spread? Cool. To make it look. Hold up. To make it look smooth. It's definitely the what's his name? Dave Solomon. Dave Solomon spread. Sliding. Okay, he calls it the slider. The slider is definitely what makes it the smoothest thing. So the slider is you're calling any X card. So that card is just being called down here. And when you actually come to the card that you're gonna call, it really makes it easier because this card ends up sliding on that previous card, and it makes the process so much easier. But really, it's just the process of finding the right pressure and finding the just the differences in making sure not to have the call show itself from the top of the spread and still continuing a smooth action. So you don't want to stop. You don't want to have to like do any sort of overt action. But really, man, it's practice. The core is really a lot of practice and just making sure that the right pressure is in the right spot. But definitely, what helps out to me tremendously is having a slider card because when it actually comes to the cards that you want to call, it becomes so much easier. So, for example, if you want to call four of a kind, the first card you call is always going to come to a slider. So it's always a slider. So in this case, let's say I want to call the jacks, and calling that first jack, the subsequent other jacks are going to be so much easier to call because of that initial slider card. So here I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible. But that first card really does help out tremendously. Look at that. I even got a king as a bonus. Did I mess it up? Yeah, I got a king there. But yeah, but definitely that first slider card is the one that's going to help you out the most. So if we want to call, let's say we'll do the queens here. That first queen, right? becomes a slider for the other subsequent queens. So right now, they're easy to sneak out of the deck because of that first one. So now hopefully these should be all 4 queens, right? So the first card that you call is gonna make the other subsequent cards infinitely easier. Did I miss that? Dave Solomon, yeah, he was part of that crew. He was part of that Marlowe crew. Him, the Chicago Magicians. You know that I think it was a small little nitpick group of Chicagoans. Him, Dave Solomon. I think Bill Malone was part of that for a little bit. I'm trying to think of other Chicago-based magicians that were popular around that time period. Uh, Percy Diaconis, I know, was the Di Vernon crew. I think it was Canadian. I'm trying to think of people from that region. Snap. Is that an ollie spot? No, but I do have the clutch. I have the clutch spot right there. You see that? That's the clutch. That shows you how many times I've used this with the clutch of the bike. That it's literally ingrained in all my shoes. All my shoes have the same spot on it. I know you could put like a little bit of a hanky on it, and then that prevents it from anything. But I like the mark of somebody that rides a bike. You could then close and have the X card under. Hold up. Hey, you taught that move? You taught that one move where you call an X card face up and have your spectator call stop as you spread, and then you have the X card under the selection. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another little bit of a fun spread cool control where I mean you could even have them touch a card here, but they touch any card. Let's say they happen to touch this one, and pretty much that becomes a little bit of a nice control to the top of the deck using the spread cool. But it's the same exact thing. You know, it's the same thing as a spread cool force. You're just calling a card that you want to, in this case, force, and it's the exact same action but in reverse. So when you do a face down, it becomes a force. When you do a face up, it becomes a control. So here we have the 4 spades. There you go. See that? And it becomes a control. So that's another hot meme there. Oh, okay, how to put the X card in the middle? It looks hella awkward. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. I shall do that. So you're calling any X card you want. So let's say here, Queen of Spades. You're having them touch any card they want. Here, let's say they touch the 8 of Spades. So right now, this Queen is going underneath, right? So when I score these two up, right now both of them should be relatively aligned. So that when I turn over this hand, I'm also turning over the cards in my left hand. So right now there shouldn't be any sort of movement so far. Like there shouldn't be any sort of crazy action. And you're using your left thumb to just take the single top card and out jog it onto the left hand. Now here is the point where you could flash. Because remember, this is the card they touched. So you want to square these up, turn the hand over, and then put that on the cards, just like that. So let me see if I could go over that again. Let's say they want to touch the 8 of diamonds. This is the card they touched, right? And then this right here is the card that you're calling. I can't get the single card off. I keep dragging multiple cards. Okay, so when you square it up, right? When you square it up, at this point, it's friction. It's definitely going to be friction because I feel like your grip might be a little bit too tight on the cards. So when you square these two cards up, remember, they're squared up at the back. They're squared up along with maybe, 3 or 4 other cards once you initially square them up. So when you turn your hand over, it's just a matter of letting go with these cards. So you notice that right now when I turn this up for a momentary amount of time, I'm letting go with my right hand and balancing everything on my thumb. So I could just take that single card and slide it on top. So let me see if I could go over that slower. But so I'm just calling that random card, Queen of Hearts. Everything's squared up. Right now, I'm letting go momentarily. So everything's balanced between my thumb of the right hand. So that I could just take that card, out jog it, square these up, turn it over, and now that card is subsequently controlled. So it's very, very nice sort of control using a spread cone. What I like about it again is that you just seem like it's putting the card right back in the middle. There isn't anything happening, but of course that card is controlled to the top. So just balance it on your thumb and release the pressure, and it should be a lot easier to do. Shifter spot. The clutch is operated by your left hand. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, wait, it's operated by yes. So that's the little bit of nasty gunk that I got from shifting on a bike. There you go. Lindsay getting those hot tips.
So I brought together a culturally diverse, who's who, and racially sensitive crew.
The whole Vernon collection is incredible. I've only had a very limited amount of time with Vernon's Inner Secrets of Magic. I've only seen it from time to time in just libraries, pretty much. That shows you how old I am. But yeah, I've only seen it in a couple libraries, a couple magic shops that I've been to, and I spent time with that. But just based on the small amount of information that I've gotten from it, man, it's a wonderful little book. It's definitely a wonderful book, just because of his touches, especially the Stars of Magic. I think that was the other one that I spent a little bit of time on. Just all the pictures, everything is kind of like laid out very, very well, and his subtlety and his approach to things is really far ahead of anyone from his time period. So the fact that we still credit him and that we still talk about him kind of tells you, how important that information was in those books. I think the best thing, though, honestly, is the Revelation series, the ones that he did with LNL, because you get to hear him, and you get to hear it from his mouth, not from the interpretation of Xavier tends to be triggered. Does it really? But you get to hear it from his mouth. Xavier tends to be triggered where Vernon's name come up is the work with the word natural. Okay, yeah, I guess. Some people really don't see him as the end all be all. I do, just because of my upbringing, I guess in magic, I tend to see him as pretty much one of the magicians that focus a lot on natural movement. Now, granted, natural movement is something that seems to be, I think, subjective to the individual. So when it comes to someone like X is very very move heavy. He's like, I don't think there's anyone better that I've seen in terms of sleight of hand. Maybe some other people here and there, but just the sleight of hand, practical sleight of hand, is fucking ridiculous. So he might not see Vernon's techniques as natural. But for me personally, I do enjoy his theory. I do enjoy his mentality. Yeah, less is way more. I think that's one of the things that I also took from Vernon was his idea of making sure that adding stuff is not necessarily the best thing. Sometimes you might think, oh, if I add something to this, it's gonna make it better. Usually, taking something away, and Vernon was one of the proprietors of that idea. Holding a deck in a way that's making sure that it's a deck. You see people that are just starting off holding cards, and what do? They do this shit. They're gripping the cards like it's like they're gonna fall. Vernon was one of those people that said, hold a deck as you got to treat a deck like it's a precious thing. It's paper. It's not going to if you treat it right, it's gonna last longer. If you treat it right, your moves are gonna be easier. So he's one of the proprietors of that. Vernon was a student of Weatherby. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We could all learn from Paul Weatherby. We could definitely all learn from Weatherby.
Of people to watch this particular trick.
Hold up, let me do this part here.
Verse, who's who, and racially sensitive crew of people to watch this particular trick.
Okay. That's dumb. So now I gotta add this other video that I shot later because I got interrupted doing that one. So hopefully this one ends up looking better. Let's see, I hope so.
So for this trick in particular, we're going to be using this humble deck of...
I hope I got it right here.
So for this, we'll...
Ah.
Including one of questionable ethnic origin.
Okay, that's definitely... All that for that only stupid clip. Gosh. Okay. Hopefully this should work out better in this particular edit. How do you reconcile with the inevitable end of humanity? How do you reconcile with the end of humanity? Well, it's like the contemplating the end of your own mortality, right? It's that looming thought that one day you're just gonna it's just gonna be all over in a sea of Sperry's, of fake Sperry's and ash. So it's a hard thing to combat, Brian. But the one way you could delay that thought is through card tricks. That's how you delay that thought. In card tricks and you drown yourself in card tricks and females. So you got to pick one. It's like that triangle they show you in college. That's like sleep, and then over here is what do you call this? So it's sleep, good grades, and social life. And it's like you can only pick two. Well, magic is the same, but it's a line. It's a line. It's magic or women, and then the title of the line is things to distract you from death. So magic or women, and you can only pick one or the other. That's and if you pick magic, you're not getting women. If you pick women, uh, you can't. You almost can't survive on. If you do magic, then that kind of dissipates. You know, those are words to live on, man. You should tattoo that. Don't worry, guys. I'm here, so top notch. uh, you can have both. You have to choose women first. You know, I disagree, man. I disagree. I think that you got to pick one or the other, and then if you pick one, well, then the other one is there's something happening, man. There's something happening there that you don't know. So if you get the females first, and then you go to magic, they're just gonna realize, oh wait, you're a magician. Yeah, I'm sorry, this isn't gonna work. You know, and you don't want it to get to that point.
including one of course.
And don't think that you could just lie to them. You don't think you could just lie to them, right? You can't lie to them. Uh, you can't say, hey, it comes out. Magic comes out. So eventually, you're gonna grab a card weird. You're gonna grab a what do you call it? Say a credit card and do a little bit of a spinning move, and she's gonna go, you're a magician. It's over. It's over.
Trick, including one
Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can do
group of people to watch this particular trick, including one of questionable ethnic origin.
this. Yeah, this doll in particular, I'm pretty sure it's blackface. It's some weird Haitian, with overly red lips, and she's holding a cigarette and a deck of
Including
cards.
one of questionable ethnic origin.
Okay, so that's gonna be fun for the YouTube censors. My knee hurts so bad, and I got a gray hair. Am I gonna die of old age at 30? Snap, dude. That's rough, dude. You know, you're still in your formative years, though. So a gray hair, I think gray hair is trendy now. People are trying to fabricate and inorganically obtain gray hair. I heard blackface. My race card in my. You're just waiting to take it out. Let's see if I could do this video.
Of air cushion finish
Okay, hold up.
and finish playing cards. So for this trick, we're going to be using these bicycle.
This is awful.
Be gone from the deck. Nowhere to
This is awful, dude. How many times did I reshoot this?
you like that, don't you? Yeah.
Okay, alright. So I think I found the next clip here.
Using these bicycle. So for this trick in particular, we're going to be using this humble deck of air cushion finish playing cards.
Let's see
the
this.
name is the air cushion finish playing cards.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful, dude.
So for this trick, we're going to be using these bicycle air cushion finish playing cards. The name, as far as the
This is awful, man. How do I even do this, man? How do I... First of all, how and then why? How and why, I think, are two very important questions to ask yourself when doing anything that's even close to what I'm doing.
ethnic origin. So for
Let me see. How cold is it in your area, dude? I think I'm gonna make the same joke I did 20 minutes ago. Dude, it's freezing. It's 75 degrees, man. It's freezing down here. Going bald sucks bolas. Yeah, I think I'm denying my baldness. To be honest, I'm denying it. My hairline keeps receding, further and further to the point where it's gonna be in the area of no return. So I feel like at some point I either embrace the horseshoe, or I just shave it all like I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. Derek M says, Pigcake, your comedy is good as your magic. Your timing is wicked. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try so hard. I try really hard. Like, that's my motto when it also comes to penetration. It's short, but I try really hard. How racially ambiguous am I on a scale of 1 to Pigcake's friend Matthew? I'm trying to think of Matthews that I potentially know. Ambiguous. I would say you're fairly unambiguous. It's very obvious that you have some sort of Latino inside of you. So I wouldn't say you're ambiguous as much as I would say that you are biguous. You're biguous. It took me a long time to edit the butcher rap video. Are you on a different account, Brian? Are you on the wrong account? Are you on the wrong account? Outfit. How gross was Jeff Jarrett's outfit? Jeff Jarrett, what sucks about it is that he's going on a circa 1997 WWE outfit. He's not in his more popular sort of post, even close to when he was leaving WWE. I beat my wife gimmick. He was doing his roadie and greatest country singer gimmick. So I don't understand why they went back there. Top notch 3232. 3232. Top notch 3,232. Drops a hot 199 and says, "Notice me." I noticed you from the start, man. I noticed you from that hot, that hot red number 32. That hot red. Is that what is that jersey? I never asked you, man. Is that some sort of like basketball jersey, man? But Pigcake, I'm 0% Latino. You definitely look a little bit Latino, man. Don't lie, man. Don't lie, dude. You definitely have a little bit of Latino in you. Time to say goodnight. Thank you for joining, Richard. Always great to have you on these streams, even though it's Shu and potentially listening to me awfully edit a video. Which, by the way, it's only 1 minute that I've gotten into this. God damn it. How many Latinos are you? Well, in terms of conception, like Latinos that made you, I would say at least two. At least two Latinos, Brian. By Richard the Dragon Steamboat.
So for this trick, we're going to be using
Oh, that's phenomenal, man.
these bicycle air cushion finish playing cards. The name, as far as the box is concerned, is the air cushion finish playing cards. So you could definitely look out for that at your local store. And we're going to be using this deck to show all 4 of you guys are participant, because even though we have 3 here, you're a participant as well, sir.
Oh,
And,
snap.
So for this is a shuffle deck, anytime, anywhere, and we're going to show the participants that we have different cards here. We have options. They could call stop anywhere they want. So let's say this one here, call stop.
Now I gotta edit in an Asian person saying no. That sucks, man. I gotta find some audio of an Asian saying no. I gotta do it myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it myself. Do some audio of an Asian person saying no. I gotta have an audio of another Asian person saying no, and then of a African American woman saying no. So I gotta do that. Yeah, let me record that real quick. Over here. This is gonna be fun. So that's 2 Asian peoples saying no, followed by 2 Asians saying no, followed by African American woman saying no. Oh hell no. So let's record these. Let's record these puppies here. Okay. I hope the audio is connected. We're about to find out. How does an Asian sound? Oh no! Stop! 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 Pixar! You can stop, sugar. This is racist as shit. Oh hell nah. There you go. That should work. That should work. I swear I'm not racist. I swear I'm not racist. Uh, let's see. Watching a New Japan clip. Hey, the racist is back. He fapping first? This is going to Fawn's Instagram. Do you live stream often? I'm fairly new to your channel. I live stream whenever I can. It's been a little bit difficult in this past couple of, I guess, these week and a half, because I've been in the process of moving, which has been another pain in the absolute ass. But I do try to live stream fairly often. Dan, thank you for joining around, man. Okay, so right now I gotta find this audio of me saying this racially ambiguous. Alright, let's see. So this first one is, did I not record anything?
How does an Asian sound? Oh no!
Yeah, okay.
Stop!
No, I'll do Stoppo.
Stop!
Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do that one.
Stop! Stop!
Yeah, that's good. That face when you're gonna get demonetized. Because yeah, that face when you get demonetized because you're being ambiguous.
Stop. Stop!
Okay, but I also gotta make it seem like I'm not, like that's not me.
Good job.
Like it's not me. It sounds exactly like me, so I'm gonna have to pitch this and kind of mess with the audio effects.
Stop! Good job. Good. Oh, this card's face up. Stop.
Okay, so also when it does that, I'm gonna zoom in.
Stop!
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna zoom in on this face as I say "stubble," just to make sure that it's clear to the audience that it's this person.
Stop! Good job. Good.
Okay, so let me. I gotta change the audio on the shits. So let's do a little bit. We'll do a pitch. You know what? We'll do a reverb, and we'll also change the pitch just for fun. Although I'm sure it's not gonna do much, but I just want to change the voice a little bit. China's the new enemy. I once heard somebody ask for an N, double C. Oh, hold up, N, double A, CP football game right before. You know, you gotta listen to, man. You gotta listen to that podcast with Bruce Pritchard and this other guy. He had an entire episode on Jeff Jarrett, which was phenomenal. And then him doing a Jim Cornette impression is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Stop!
Okay, there you go. That's hot. That's hot. So let me just add a little bit of a pitch to that. Maybe raise it up a little bit.
Stop!
Oh, there you go. See, that's the secret. The secret is to pitch it up.
Stop!
Oh, there you go. No, that's too much.
Stop!
Okay, that's hot. I like that. I use Zillow to find the worth and history of my home. I thought you would be able to know the history. I mean, the home, like, sorry, the value. Like, when you get to the place, When you get a house, like, you should know the value of it. If you're resorting to Zillow, that's kind of a odd thing. Here we have a historian named Paul George that pretty much could go to any house, and he's I don't know how he does it. He's Florida's #1 historian, but he knows everything about every house in Florida. I don't know how he does it, but he would go on these tours, and he would, go in front of houses that are in very sketchy neighborhoods, and he would tell you the dates, the who built the house, the architect. He would tell you, the time period, um, any challenges, throughout the area. He does this in a bunch of areas down here. The guy's a madman.
Stopple. Good job. Good. This card's face up. But right there, sir. Please remember your card. Sorry, ma'am. You just look the same as a sir. Why don't you call stop, sir? Ma'am, I hope. Why don't you call stop, sir?
Okay, so this guy is a little bit faster. I didn't even think to stop on this guy. God damn it! I hope I reshot this.
Before this, we're going to show the spectators that they have different options.
Of course I redid it.
Where they want, and they have
It's fun.
a multitude of options as to where they could call stop. So this one in particular is going to be our first victim here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and skip to this part because I hope here is a better shot.
We're going to call you Rosa. Rosa.
Oh, that's okay. I made a Rosa Parks joke.
I'm just going to shuffle through here. Call stop. Good eye.
Okay.
You. Very nice. You too, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna cut this all the way back here because Lord knows I can't be fucked to know and to label my.
Stop, sir. Call stop. Stopple. Good job. Good. This card's face up. But right there, sir. Please remember your card. Sorry, ma'am. You just look the same as a sir.
Okay, so here we're gonna do the same with this one.
Same as a sir. I'm just gonna shuffle through here. Call stop.
Okay. Here's gonna be another one. What's going on? What up? What's the? Sounds like you have a very efficient method of recording and editing videos. Yeah, man. Usually, like, I watched all these videos and trying to learn how to edit, a couple years ago, and they're like, you need to make sure that you label all your videos, that everything is correct, so that in post, everything becomes easy. And then to me, I've pretty much, I've avoided all of that, and then I annoy myself when I get to the editing process because nothing's labeled, and everything's pretty much figuring it out as it's going on.
Stop. Good up.
Okay, so here now I gotta add another.
Stopple. Pixar.
Okay, here I gotta do a fast one.
Stopple. Pixar.
Okay, I hope that's fast enough. No, that is way too. God damn it. So I gotta rate this all the way this low.
Good up.
Oh, snap.
Here. Call stop. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
This is gonna be a fun thing to edit.
Stopple.
Because I didn't see, if I was smart, I would have continued shuffling. But instead, like a doofus, I did it really quick, so there isn't enough time for me to put this line.
Stopple. Pixar.
Because I, instead...
Here. Call stop. Here. Call stop. Up.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. This is gonna be clever. There's gonna be a little bit of a clever edit here, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work here. Okay, this is okay. You know when I said I'm gonna make it work, I'm not gonna make it work because this is gonna be very, very, as the kids like to say it, ghetto. Very ghetto, yeah. We'll use that term. I'm gonna shake. I'm gonna have to put a screen shake on this to cover this. Screen shake. Okay, universal shake. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely shake this just to hide what's happening.
Call stop. Stopple. Pixar.
Okay, that works.
Call stop. Stopple. Pick. Stop. Stop. Stopple. Call stop. Stopple.
Okay.
Stop.
There's something that I'm messing up here.
Here, call stop.
Okay, yeah, this can't be zoomed in.
Stop. Stop all. Pigcake. Good eye. Very nice. A little bit of.
Okay, there, that works. See, I found a way to do it, boy. Chris Ramsey? Yeah, who's Chris Ramsey, man? I know who Chris Ramsey is. Who's Chris Ramsey? Who's Chris Ramsey? I know not Chris Ramsey. That famous guy that got popular in the news a couple years ago. What's his name? Jeffrey Ramsey? Not Jeffrey Ramsey. Man, hold up. I'm gonna go nuts on this, man. Um, what's his name, dude? James Ramsey. No, not Gordon Ramsay, man. Come on, everyone knows Gordon Ramsay. There's a Ramsey, dude. There's Charles Ramsey. There you go, Charles Ramsey.
Call stop. Stop all. Pigcake. Good eye. Very nice. A little bit of sudden there. And then you, man. We're gonna call you Rosa. Rosa. Rosa P. Call stop anywhere you want. Right there.
Oh shit.
Call stop anywhere you want. Right.
Okay, this I'm gonna have to do some bookie. This is gonna be so bookie right now. It's not even funny, dude. This is so bookie. The edit on this. Okay, so now I gotta time this so that my stupid racially insensitive comment of
You can stop, sugar.
no, that one sucks.
This is racist as shit.
Okay,
Oh hell nah.
I'll use that one.
Oh hell nah.
Okay, I'll use oh hell nah. This is awful. Now I have to shake. I have to do the camera shake just to hide the fact that there's a still picture. Ah.
Rosa P. Call stop anywhere you want. Oh hell nah.
Oh no, I also have to zoom in on Rosa P. Let me tell you, this Rosa P might be the most racist thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Call stop anywhere you want. Oh hell nah.
Okay, I gotta.
Want. Anywhere you want. Oh hell nah. Right there.
Okay, that's bad.
Oh hell nah.
This is bad.
Anywhere you want. Oh hell nah. Right there. Go ahead.
That's bad. That's really bad. Alright. That's bad, but it almost works. Oh, fuck me, dude.
Right there. Go ahead. Hell nah. Oh hell nah. Right there. Go ahead. Please remember your card. And I did mention that you.
Okay. I found you when Assad from 52 Cards had you on. Dope little sandwich routine, man. Hey, man, thank you, dude. Monkey on top. Monkey on top. I remember somebody in the comments said that move that you call monkey on top actually belongs to somebody else, or it was for a different purpose. But I think that was for a different use entirely. It wasn't in a sandwich trick. It wasn't as a sandwich load, per se. So, but that one it was definitely a fun one. I did enjoy that one, just because it's a nice little way of loading it between two cards. You know, so you have two kings and you have the card you want to load. So what I like about it is that you don't have to do that sandwich load from every standard sandwich routine. So here you could just show two kings, nothing between them, put them on top of the deck, and just in doing that little move, you apparently have a card between them, and it's the card, you know. So that's something that I particularly enjoy about that move. But the original move, Monkey in the Middle, by Bill Goldman, right? That's a wonderful little bit of a gimmick, but again, it's a gimmick. So you have to have the gaff on you, even though that one allows you to show two cards, front and back, snap your finger, do whatever, and then show one card between it, like that. So that gimmick does allow you to do this. This one, the only compromise is that you have the cards face down, but I do enjoy that little the fact that it's a move, you know, the fact that it's sleight of hand and it's not based on that. I think it is rough and smooth. I think it is rough and smooth. I know that I played with one years ago when Penguin was shilling it for the first time. Uh, the collab. Yeah, give me one sub. I got one sub from it, so that's at least heat. But what's the other one, man? There's another one. I know Eric Jones has that one, right? That one has a sandwich load. I can't do it with these cards. I can't do it with. I can't do it with. Yeah, these cards is a little bit challenging to do it with. But I know Eric Jones has a sandwich load, and I'm trying to think of another sandwich load that's still kind of good. I don't remember, but that was just trying to circumvent the standard sandwich load that you see in every routine. The card wore out really quick. Which one? This one? These two? I know these are really old. These are really old. Maybe I might tell the story of how I got these one day, but I can't tell it for. I at least can't say it soon, so I'm gonna have to wait till I say the story of how I came across these cards. Look at that. Penguin. It's Penguin Magic. I don't use YouTube much, but I'll subscribe. Hey, how'd you find us then? How'd you find this live stream? Was it recommended in your current Magic feed of just random stuff?
Oh, nah. Right there. Go ahead. Please remember your card. And I did mention that you were going to see a card as well. So you call stop. Oh, that was early. Must be because I'm a magician.
What can I
Call
insert there?
stop. Oh, that was early. Must be because I'm a magician. Call stop.
Oh, okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna insert here. I know exactly what I'm gonna insert here.
Pigcake.
I know exactly.
I want to hurt myself.
Got it. That works so perfectly. Please say stop. I want to hurt myself. So your boy's on that humor tip. Okay. Let's go up here.
You want? Oh, hell nah. Right there. Go ahead. Please remember your card. And I want to hurt myself. You were going to see a
Okay, so let's do this one.
card as well. So you call stop. I want to hurt myself. Oh, that was it.
Okay. So I gotta do this a little bit.
Stop. I want to hurt my.
Okay, so I have to do it. This is gonna be a weird edit. This is gonna be a weird edit. But I'm gonna have to duplicate this clip. I'm gonna have to do this. Duplicate this bitch. And then zoom in to cover it. And hopefully nobody notices.
So you call stop. I want to hurt myself.
Ah, that's not gonna work.
So you call stop. I want to hurt myself. Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be that's definitely not gonna work out. Ah, okay, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. Wait, are we getting? Yeah, but the 43,000 subscribers aren't here either. You know, it'd be crazy to have a live stream with even close to that number. I can't even imagine the amount of chaos and the stupidity that's gonna intake from having a fucking live stream with even close to even 1,000 people. Sounds like way too much, man.
so you call stop. I want to hurt myself.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, maybe this could work.
Your card as well. So you call stop. I want to.
Okay, so this is what I have to do. I have to zoom in with this one.
Stop. I want to hurt myself.
There you go. See, that works. Got him. See, your boy always has a solution.
So you call stop. I want to hurt myself. Oh, that was early.
Got it. Damn, boy. Damn, son. Editing master over here. Oh, shit. Okay, so now I gotta save this. I save on it as a Twitch. I save almost on a second-to-second basis.
So you call stop. I want to hurt myself. Oh, that was early. Must be because I'm a magician. Go ahead and look at the card. Sir, ma'am. So here is the magic portion of this trick. with a snap of my finger and a gentle PG slap of the deck.
Okay, another little bit of a zoom in meme here.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? All your cards are now magically gone. See, look, if we look through the deck, we see. You don't see a card anywhere here, do you? Neither do you, or you, or you, because your card is gone. We'll do this again. See, look, no cards here. None whatsoever. This is getting interesting.
Nice flash there, Piggy. Before you solve puzzles, you have to do a tutorial for somebody else's move. Is that the secret to success? I have to find a magician, do a tutorial, then jump to something, and change the tone of my channel. It worked for him. Who knows? Maybe if I just start doing camera reviews on Pigcake, that's finally gonna get me the hot attention.
Finger and a gentle PG slap of the deck. Yeah, you like that, don't you? All your cards are now magically gone. See, look, if we look through the deck, we see.
Yeah, I flashed like a motherfucker there.
Card is gone. We'll do this again.
The worst part is this trick is super easy and I still flash.
Look, no cards here. None whatsoever. This is getting it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to...
None whatsoever.
So you could tell the zoom in when I
This is getting interesting.
when I cover my flash. I'm gonna zoom in, and then I'm gonna put a secret word, so you guys know that I flashed. I'm gonna put a secret word, so that tomorrow when this video goes up, when you see the secret word, you know it's gonna be because I flashed harder than Jabrizi flashes his ID at the. I'm not gonna be racist. Have I ever been to Canada? I have not been to like the police. Like the breezy shows the ID to the police. Yes, that's fine. So the secret word is gonna be peanut sauce. Peanut sauce. Peanut sauce. That's gonna be the secret word. So when you see peanut sauce, you know that that's gonna be a little insider stream meme here. People aren't gonna know that. They're gonna be like, what? So wait, in tomorrow's video,
None whatsoever.
there has to be some sort of like insider meme here that we could all comment on the video.
This is getting interesting.
Because this is in minute 3. So this message is gonna come up in 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the video. So I feel like people really need to comment something about this moment in it. You know, something like something stupid to troll people. Like tag 3:10, right? Like tag minute 3 and 10 seconds, and then say who's that in the reflection? Ah, dude, I can't push it 6 seconds though. Because then I would have to like throw off at least the edit for this particular part.
You don't see a card anywhere here, do you? Neither do you, or you, or you, because your card is gone. We'll do this again. See, look, no cards here. None whatsoever. This is getting interesting. How about over?
So yeah, it's at 3:10, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Hey, there you go, Tojo. See ya, man. You also get that goodbye message. Who's that in the reflection? There you go. Yeah, I like that. 3:10. Who's that in that reflection, man? I like that.
Over here.
It shows me that you were around here.
None of you guys see your cards. None of you guys can see, as a matter of fact. And then lastly,
That was awful.
for a fact. And then lastly, over here. None of you guys can see, as a matter of fact. And then lastly, Over here, all the cards are completely and utterly gone from the deck, nowhere to be seen.
Okay, so now I come back here and I have to chop this bitch.
But gone from the deck, nowhere to be seen. But alas, here's the magic portion of this.
Oh, nice. I almost showed my face there. I'm on a 15-minute break and I've been out for 20 minutes, so I only have 10 minutes. Block told you I don't like the looks of him. He smells like butcher. I like when there's anybody new. When there's anybody new, it's like what do you call this? There's like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing here? You're not part of the OG Piggy squad, the OG Piggy stream squad.
Utterly
That's gonna have a meetup without me one day.
gone from the deck, nowhere to be seen. But alas, here's the magic
Oh shit, that's gonna be great. You coordinate a meetup, but I'm not invited.
portion of this. Because I'm going to make your cards magically come back to the deck. All your cards are magically going to come back to the deck. We saw that they all vanished. I'm going to make it come back to the deck again with the same gentle slap. Yeah, you like that, don't you? One of spades.
Oh, that's cancer.
But alas, here's the magic portion of this. Because I'm going to make your cards magically come back to the deck. All your cards are magically going to...
Oh, this. Okay, so I gotta fix this shit up.
You guys see your cards. None of you guys can see, as a matter of fact. And then lastly...
I gotta fix that. That's awful.
Here, none of you guys see your cards. None of you guys can see, as a matter of fact. And then lastly, over here, all the cards.
Okay, that works. I see these. I know that I've been skipping these. As soon as I see it's you, it's gonna be on site. I'm dabbing you up and running your pockets. Jesus, dude, come on, man. You can't just be using that lingo. Dapping you up. The fuck does dapping me up mean, man? Is that some term for stealing my stuff? I miss Baron boots. Yeah, it's another OG. That's another OG, man. Baron boots. We got meat blanket. We got Dan the pizza man. It's a bunch of OG piggies here. If you look at early videos, where did those commenters go? Probably the Ramses videos, man. Probably part of the Ram fam. But it's okay, man. We got that strong OG fam. The OG ham fam, spam fam. We don't need that spam fam. This is the OG ham fam. This is the stuff you find in Publix, man. Literally anybody that we don't recognize. It's Butcher, isn't it? Listen, man, you trying to push it off too many people. I feel like you definitely got a little bit of that butchery in you, man. I told you it must be Baron Boots. It's an anagram. I think if you add a couple letters. I saw you in that Wang Gang, Piggy. Listen, that's what's up, man. I'm glad that anytime I leave a comment on somebody's video and somebody recognizes me, that's always kind of interesting. That's always a little bit interesting when somebody says, hey, man, are you that dude that does magic videos? I'm like, yeah. What's up? Ham fam be repping here. Derek M dropping 2 hot bucks saying hashtag or saying 310. That's a new 316, man. Austin popularized 316. I'm popularizing 310. And it says peanut sauce. That's the secret message, man. Peanut sauce. Where are my cards here, man? I didn't. Where are they? Shit. I don't even know. See if I can find these bitches. I know I had these here. I have the verts, the virgins as I call them, and then you got here. Got them. They match the shoes. Look at that. These are these heat ones. What are the name of these, man? I don't even know the names of these. See, that's why I was making the meme. Remember, guys, rise above. You rise above for your weird ass double lift. Damn, son. Damn, son. You gotta. Somebody has to trigger X. Somebody has to trigger X in doing the fix your trick. So the video that you have to upload, you have to do this, right? You have to do this. This is, and then you do this. Like that. That's what you gotta do. You gotta say, hey, Xavier, rate my pass, right? Rate my pass, or my super secret pass, and then you do this. But the thing is that you can't make it like super, you can't make it super obvious that you're memeing. So you gotta make it like, you gotta make it as if it's legit. So you have to just, like, do one of these. Do this, and then do this. Like that, and pretend you did a pass, and then turn it over. Like that. I think that would work out perfectly. I think that would actually work out perfectly. But you gotta make it seem like legit. He stopped talking to me for a while. No, but I think the key is to not make it like if you overdid it and like did maybe like one of these, and then he would know, like he would know. But you gotta make it look legit, so you gotta do one of these, man. One of my favorite things, by the way, in watching those videos. One of my favorite things in watching those videos is that every person, they can never fucking they can never insert the card into the deck. So they do this, and they it takes them like a year to insert it, and then they take it out and they put it back. That shit kills me. Like, I love those people that send those videos, and they all have like the same little ticks and stuff. Some riffle will trigger him. But just the video, I think, should be AX. Look at my new look at this, either two things. Look at this new pass I invented, or look at this new trick I made up. And it's this. That. It needs to be done like this. If you're going to say, here's my pass, you got to do this. You got to do that. And then that's the pass. And you're trying to convince him that your double lift is a pass. And then if it's a trick, you got to say, look at my new trick. And you got to do this. Like, and flash a little bit. And then do this. Like that. I think both of those would work out. So one, you got to do it like, oh, here's my new pass. Rate my new pass. And then the other one is the new double my new trick. It's a brand new trick. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I'd be furious, dude. I'd be so pissed if I'm trying to do that and this person says, hey, Piggy, check out my new trick. And it's this guy. That's my trick. Got him. If I don't end my life before I get it. No, seriously, I have problems. That's funny. Just talk about Vernon while doing a pass and a shitty double lift. I really love watching that fix your trick stuff though. I think the advice that he gives on that, man, is so good. Like, he's really giving some really good, like, quality advice. Yeah, things trigger, but it comes from I guess having an inherent passion in what he does. So, you know, it's like Gordon Ramsay, you know? Little stupid shit is that, you know, normal people wouldn't otherwise think about, he focuses on, and it really kind of like it breaks it down that way. So what he's doing with that is absolutely wonderful. I love that sort of thing. And you know, the fact that he's doing almost consulting work, sort of, at no cost, just doing it as a stream. I think that that's a wonderful thing on his part. So X is really killing it. But yeah, I love that. Somebody needs to definitely do one of those two. Please do one of those two. Either I can't do it because I'm kind of obvious, but either Xavier, here's a pass I invented. Here's a pass I invented. Or Or Xavier, here's a trick I invented. What do you think? Like that. You gotta do one of those two, please. I can't do it. I'm too obvious. It has to be somebody. Piggy should go back to graduate school, get his PhD, and change his name to Doctor Cake. But then it would. I mean, that doesn't. It would have to be Doctor Pigcake. It would have to be. I'm giving that too much time. I'm giving too much thought. Honestly. Oh shit! Have Lady Wake do it. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna do it. I feel like I'm gonna have to do it. Fuck! I hate that, man. Yeah, I got like the. I mean, it would be kind of. It wouldn't be too obvious. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, you know, I could probably do it. I could probably shoot it and submit it. I could probably have to. I had to make the fake Reddit. Obviously, can't do it under my current Reddit account. Or X, what do you think of my raise rise? What do you think of my raise rise? I've been working on it for, and I have to say like an arbitrary time. So to say I've been working on it for 3 months, I think it's pretty good. I think at that point he'd know that I'm fucking shitting on him. If I said he'd know that it's a joke. X, how's my raise rise? Is it good? Or here's my alternative to raise. Here's my alternative to raise rise. What do you think about it? Like here we go. Here we go. Here's my alternative. I think that that's real enough that he would think somebody genuinely thinks that that's actually a good idea. I think that's like it's borderline. If you do this shit, if you go, here's my alternative to raise rise. Here we go. Here we go. Like it's so bad, it's believable. Right here. And then like that. I feel like that would trigger him. But play it off as like a real thing, you know? Like should I market this version of Raise Rise? Can I market it? I have a variation. I'm just honestly what I want to be. Yeah, I'm cracking myself up because I already see that it's so bad that it's like this is believable. It's on that fringe where it's believable, where he might think that somebody generally thinks that's a good alternative to it. But I'm just thinking of his face. I'm just thinking of his fucking face when he sees it, and then he fucking I'm commenting like, "Hey, I practiced months for this move. It's my variation on raise rise." Fuck, that's gonna be good. And we got. I think it's the little details that count. So first of all, it's the riffle up, right? It's the riffle up. It's holding the card the entire way, down jogging, and then pushing it, and then grabbing it in this unnatural way. I think inserting it like here, and then taking it and then re-putting it in lower. So I think that might give him and then just I think that's so dumb it might work. Honestly, I think that's so dumb. Oh shit, it might work. You know, I laugh because I've seen people do shit like that, man. I laugh because I've seen people do shit like that. That's like, hey, look at this trick. I get people sending me little tricks all the time. You know, stuff, the little videos that they made. Some are fantastic. Some are, you know, people that have actually like practiced their stuff and they really spend their time doing, you know, coming up with something good. But then a lot of it's like, hey, look at this. Look at this. How does my pass look? Is it good? Do you think people notice? How's my spread pass? How's my spread pass? Is it good? Do I need practice? You know? God, I can't wait for Satchel to put up a video of him doing this. Fuck, it's gonna be good. I think Satchel has to do it. Satchel definitely has to be the one to submit the trick. And it'll kill me, dude. It'll fucking murder me. I don't think I'll be able to do it with a straight face. Because it'll have to be like a crotch shot. And just... you gotta split it, but like in a way that's not super obvious. Like if I do this, that's super obvious. But if you split it in a way that's like maybe like this, I think that'll be enough to just get him like, what the fuck? What? Huh? And then you grab the card and naturally insert it, take it out, re-put it in, and then I don't know why I find that motion so funny. Oh shit. A year from now. I love X, even though he blocked me on Twitter. I don't know why. I don't know why he blocked me on Twitter, dude. Is it because I did a joke? Come on. I offered the fist buddy. I fucking love that. Oh man, Satchel. You're our last hope. You could do it. Jesus. That killed me, man. That wrecked my ass. Also distracted me from editing. What time is it? 9:30? That's great. That's fucking phenomenal. Let's see if I can do this. Annoying yet PG double lift. Like, look at that. That I call that the V double. The V double. V stands for V card. Oh, Satchel's gonna say it. Okay, I thought you were referring to me. Me saying that. Like, oh, I love X. He blocked me on Twitter though. Oh shit. I think Satchel got he didn't get like a copyright strike for uploading a review or a fake revelation of a trick. I think he got like a copyright thing, and for just uploading like a fake version of it. Oh, from the rings. Okay. Yeah, that's fucked. But I mean, I guess if you know, the guy's not gonna want to hear, oh no, I'm doing a parody of it. I'm doing a parody of it. Oh, so you're making fun of me. All right. You know, like those are one of the things that's really hard to justify and to try to explain. No, 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 dude, I'm doing a parody of you and your magic product. I'm not really revealing it. I'm revealing it like a fake. Like no, it's not real, dude. A top notch. You do it, man. You do it. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here because I gotta actually use my phone. I gotta actually use this puppy, and I gotta finish this edit. And I feel like I'm never gonna finish it. I've been up for 17 hours. Yeah, dude, you're doing it, man. That's doing it, dude. That's the look at the shake on this. Look at the shake on this, man. I don't even see the full quality on this. But yeah, look out for that video tomorrow. Hopefully, it should be uploaded by tomorrow at 10. And what else? What else? Yeah, man, I just want to fix this whole dumb situation. This whole moving process has really been the biggest pain in my ass. And I didn't think it would be this much of a hassle, honestly. I was looking forward to it. But man, it has not been fun. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. Sima has only been up for 16 hours and 56 minutes. Can we dox him for being a fucking liar? Come on, man. Yeah. So I at and just write 310. Who's that under reflection? I think that would be dope. I think that would be dope. If at least 16 people comment that on tomorrow's video, then that's enough for people to be like, huh? What? So yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys for joining up. I'm gonna figure out different ways to